Hello everyone and welcome to my anti-bullying readathon wrap-up. So last week was anti-bullying week and I was taking part in a readathon hosted by Sarah Churchill, whose channel I will leave a link to in the description down below because you should definitely check her out if you haven't already. So I put 4 books that feature bullying in some way on my TBR for last week, but I only managed to get through 3 of them. One of them I gave 3 stars to and the other 2 I gave 4 stars to. So the book that I gave 3 stars to was All the Rage by Courtney Summers. Now this is about a girl who has been raped by a very popular boy, and because of who he is she feels that she can't really talk that openly about what happened to her. And I think the reason I gave this 3 stars to was it wasn't entirely what I was expecting it to be. I thought it would be bullying in terms of the rapist victim dynamic, but it's actually more bullying in terms of the victim being persecuted by other people around her who don't really believe exactly what she's saying, and there's cyberbullying involved as well. So I think it wasn't really the kind of bullying dynamic that I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more unique than that. There is a mystery at the heart of this as well. There's a girl that's gone missing and she used to be friends with this girl, so it's more of a kind of friendship mystery type book rather than a unique take on bullying. I found the writing style quite difficult to tap into as well. There were parts that I had to reread over and over again just to make sure I understood exactly what was going on. So there was that as well, and I think that's probably why I gave it 3 stars and not any more than that. But it was still a pretty good book that obviously dealt with very serious issues that not a lot of books do deal with, so I really appreciated it for that. A book that I gave 4 stars to was Nothing Tastes as Good by Claire Hennessy. This is about a girl who has died, but before she is allowed by heaven to get a final message to her family, she has to come back as a spirit guide to this overweight girl that she used to go to school with, and basically just enter into her mind and help improve her in terms of her weight and how she feels about herself, and in turn she becomes her eating disorder as obviously the spirit guide. So it's anorexia personified basically, and it was just so interesting. I'd never ever read a book like this before. I haven't actually read that many books about eating disorders full stop, and I do feel like now I do want to explore that whole genre of fiction a little bit more. So I really appreciated this and I really enjoyed it. I read it really fast. It was really addictive. And the final book that I managed to read last week that I gave 4 stars to was Teasing by Amanda Maciel, and this is about 2 girls who are dealing with the aftermath of their victim's suicide. So basically they were picking on this girl, and this girl did have problems, and I did kind of find myself at times siding with the bullies, and that really kind of scared me a little bit, because I did definitely see their victims' faults, but I think obviously we only got their side of the story, which obviously makes this book really unique. But I did kind of, being inside their heads so long, I did kind of think like, you know, why am I siding with these girls who have ultimately done terrible things? So yeah, it did kind of make me think a little bit, and it made me feel like, okay, so there's always 2 sides to every story, obviously. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Very harrowing. Obviously a lot of very dark issues were explored in this. There was suicide, there was self-esteem problems, there was sex type things involved as well. So yeah, really recommend it if you are looking for a bullying book that will make you think and maybe will actually scare you a little bit, and obviously will just remind you that everyone has more than one side to them, and that there's always more than one side to every story. So yeah, and that is it for my anti-bullying readathon wrap up. Did you take part in the readathon? What books did you read for it? Please let me know. I will leave all my social media in the description down below as normal. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye bye.